So we're very excited to partner with Divino Cafe and Leandro Galindo. He is a third-generation coffee farmer and is coming to us from Bogotá, Colombia, where his experience center is located. I also want to introduce Rebecca Palen, the Assistant Director of Alumni and Parent Engagement, and she is going to help lead this session. So Rebecca and Leandro, the Zoom floor is yours.
Thanks, Jenna. Again, good morning, good afternoon, good night, everyone, wherever you are. I am very excited to gather with you today for this very special coffee tasting that we have with Leandro. As Jenna mentioned earlier, Leandro comes from a long line of coffee growers in Colombia. After establishing Divino Café Especial in 2016, Leandro teamed up with local coffee farmers in the region of Pitalito, Huila, located nearly 10 hours southwest of Bogotá. So because of the volcanic soil, the very generous rainfall, and the high altitudes, this is a perfect region to grow coffee. So everyone should have received 3 coffee bean packages, as you can see here. Not sure if you can see it. If you look closely, you can see from which region your coffee is coming from, or from which coffee farm, or how it's known in Spanish, finca. So for this one, which is my personal favorite, La Esperanza, this is from a coffee farm called La Esperanza, and the coffee grower is Alejandro Rojas. So Leandro and his team are very committed to paying fair wages to the coffee farmers in Colombia and helping them gain recognition for the top quality coffee beans they produce. As Jenna also said before, we'll hear from Leandro, who will take us through a really great presentation on Divino Café Especial, and will give us some tips on how to brew our coffee every morning. After the presentation, we'll open it up to questions. So Leandro, go ahead.
Okay, guys. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. My name again is Leandro Galindo. Welcome to Colombia today in this small and faster experience. So I am excited for this opportunity for meet with you and explain my culture about coffee, my experience, and my passion about the coffee beans. So thank you so much and welcome to my place. Guys, my apologies because today it is possible to interact with everyone for our time and because it's a lot of people. Then I will try to interact with all. So thank you. Join me before I start my explain about coffee for you look my origin about this experience in Colombia. So one moment. Guys, again, my name is Leandro. I live in Bogotá, Colombia. I come from Pitalito, Huila. Pitalito is my city and Huila is my region. So I am a coffee producer of the third generation. I am this boy, really 30 years ago in our farm, in Pitalito, in the Fortune farm. So you have this bean today in your hand. Then in this map, you look Huila, my region, and Pitalito, my city. It's super interesting, Jenna and Rebecca and guys, because Huila and Pitalito in this moment in Colombia is a bigger producer coffee. Our region is real region about coffee. It's super different. All is green, all is high, all is coffee. Our economy is coffee. Then guys, I grew up in this place. I lived 20 years in this farm with my family. My experience about coffee is my life. I'm a coffee producer and entrepreneur and professional at copying coffee and barista. So for this reason today, in this small time, my idea is explain my techniques for you buy good coffee and prepare good coffee at home, no import your origin in around in the world. If you buy coffee from Asian, African, South of America, or Center of America. Then guys, in this small video, when you look this small coffee tree, your specific, one moment, your specific name is Arabica beans Caturra. You have today in your hand one Caturra Arabica beans. So it's the most traditional coffee tree in my country. So it's wonderful, this plant, this coffee tree. So because development super aromatics and sweet natural flavors. when you look in this video, guys, green beans is a baby beans. Green beans not developing good flavors. Please keep it in the main, these beans. Or when you look red beans or yellow beans, for example, in this part, it's possible you look yellow beans. This is a perfect beans and your perfect process of maturation for our people take this bean, development our process for development one cup of coffee or one coffee beans. So more faster is my introduce, my origin. Thank you a lot. So I hope you enjoyed today with me and learn about coffee. When at home, Christopher, hi. You have coffee in this moment? You have your brew coffee beans in your home? Arrive or no? No can hear me?
You talking to me?
Hi, yes, with you. Nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
I do. I got them right here. I just haven't made them yet, but I've got the beans sitting here.
Okay, guys. Okay, Christopher, thank you. Today you have 3 different coffee bags. Is one bag is one new experience because is one bag is coming from directly for your home, directly for one small family, for one small coffee farmers. Your flavor is unique and delicious. And so my challenge today and our next step is explain my technique for you extraction better flavors in this coffee. So the Fortuna farm is Caturra beans, is Arabica beans. Caturra is the most traditional coffee beans in my country. So for this reason, Colombian coffee is wonderful. So because it's super friendly for all process and it's more easy extraction good flavors. Our process in this coffee is full wash, is traditional for this reason is super clean and smooth. The next bag you have Castillo Tambo, Arabica beans. Castillo Tambo is one specific variety by Colombia for our land. So we development with Alejandro 96 hours in fermentation process. For this reason, when you prepare this coffee, it's possible you smell in your fragrance, aroma, and your flavors, flavors similar orange, yellow fruits, and honey. And my final coffee you have at home is pink Bourbon. Is one exotic coffee plant. Is Arabica beans again. So Frederick King, pink Bourbon is exotic and with development 36 hours in fermentation process and no use of oxygen. Your flavor, I promise, when you taste this coffee is similar cherries and a little red fruits. And if you development good techniques, it's possible you feeling little awesome, Jamie. And it's possible you taste little flavor of the wine. This is my coffee. Thank you. I don't know, guys, if you Cherry, nice to meet you. Is your second experience?
Hi, Leandro. Yes, I'm excited.
Yeah. Thank you a lot. So, Rebecca, you prepare your coffee at home in this moment or no in this moment?
Yes, I took my favorite, which is La Esperanza, and I prepared it. I did not do French press this time. I did last time. This time I used a coffee maker. So again, like Jeannie said, the whole house smells great. Jeannie and I are not at the same place, so.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, guys. John, Brooklyn, Baron, nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. Thank you for being with us here today.
No, thank you too. And a couple question for you before as development my explain. So, which is your favorite coffee when you prepare coffee? Do you prefer at home black coffee or with milk?
See, I think I'm in a unique position here. I actually just started drinking coffee a few months ago. So I'm more just learning about the different types right now since they still kind of all taste the same to me.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you a lot for your answer. And Ezequiel Noah, nice to meet you, man. So
Yeah, nice to meet you. Sorry, it's a little bit loud out there, but I prefer dark coffee
dark
with no milk. Yeah, with no milk.
Okay, thank you. And
yeah.
when Ezequiel, when you prepare coffee at home, do you prefer, or no, do you prefer? No, excuse me, I'm confused. Which is your favorite method? Machine, electric machine pour over, espresso machine, manual method.
I'm not too familiar with the types of machines, but I was able to try one of your coffees and use like an espresso coffee maker. So I really enjoyed that. It was really nice.
Okay, thank you a lot for your answer. Wow, Alison Aldris, you are a professional. You have one Chemex.
You know why? Because of you. I didn't have it. And then when Jenna said that you recommended the Chemex, I bought it just for today and for my life of enjoying
Wow,
better.
good thing. It's wonderful method. For one Chemex, I love it coffee, guys. Excuse me, I moved my can one position for you look better my jog.
Which
For one
one should
Chemex,
we start with?
excuse me?
Which one do you recommend we brew first?
It's difficult. I don't know. Today I prepare pink bourbon. Yes. Guys, I love it. Coffee culture, Alex Garcia. Why? Because when I feeling one coffee and one Chemex, I change my mind. I diet my off culture because in Colombia it's more traditional during black, strong, and bitter. When I drink one specialty coffee in one Chemex, is other history, Jenna. Is similar for me, like a wine, like a tea. It's wonderful, and it's possible you feeling different and complex flavor. This is my challenge. Explain this reason today. Today, guys, in our next step, I prepare one B16, one pour over. And my idea is, um, explain my techniques for you extract better flavors in your coffee every morning. So I'm going to explain, guys. Guys, for you prepare one wonderful coffee at home, before you start your infusion, it's very important you review 4 easy points. Number 1, guys, developing one recipe or one formula. Number 2, the temperature in the water. Number 3, size of the ground. And number 4, the timing infusion. I'm going to explain. So my formula is very important. One formula, Rebecca and Susan. Wow, Susan. Hi, nice to meet you. This teacher is by Colombia. The old time. Okay, thank you. Okay, continues. The formula is very important. Why? Because, guys, not all people enjoy same intense in your coffee. For example, I prefer lighter or medium intense. Maybe Ezequiel prefer stronger. Or Alison, you prefer maybe medium. Is one example, no more, excuse me, with more respect. So for this reason, it's very important developing one formula. For you, prepare the perfect coffee for each one different people in your family or your friends. My formula is the next. So I share one imagine for you, look this formula in your screen and you remember for take one picture. So yes, Jeremy, the Chemex is wonderful. One moment, let's go. In around in the world, guys, one cup in coffee more or less is 100 milliliters in water. For you prepare all method is the basic. Then I know use it for 100 milliliters in water. I use it per your quantity in water you prepare. For example, guys, if you enjoy soft intense, it's possible you can put 7% in coffee per your quantity in water for you start soft intense. Medium intense, 8% in coffee per your quantity in water for you prepare one medium intense. Or 10% in coffee per your quantity in water for you start strong cut in coffee. For example, Sammy Murphy. So today I prepare 300 milliliters because it's my personal cut when I prepare coffee. Today I prepare medium. Medium is more familiar for all. Medium intense. My formula is easy. 8% in coffee per free by 300 milliliters. I need today, Jenna, 24 grams in coffee for extraction.
We have Costco beans. You want Costco beans?
So then, if you prefer stronger, Jamie, Scalami, only you change the percent in coffee, 10% per your quantity in water you prepare. This is the formula. Guys, you understand me or you have one question about this information? Okay, continues. The temperature in the water. Always I talking about the temperature in the water, guys, because Connie Terry, for me, it's really important points. My idea, guys, is you at home, never, but never, please put boiled water in your coffee. If you put boiled water, in your coffee, you loser my job. If you put boiled water in my coffee, you loser my job. Why? Because extraction not so good flavors and flavors bitter. When you taste my coffee, my idea is you not taste bitter flavor. It's other history. And the next time I explain why. So my technique for you at home is easy, guys. Boil your water in your different methods. And Carson, when your water boils, please stop your flame or your kettle, electric kettle. Please stop. And you can wait 30 seconds. And this small 30 seconds, your water goes down more or less between 4 and 6 degrees Celsius. And it's perfect, Rebecca, for you start your infusion and extraction better flavors in your Finca La Esperanza. Then, this is my technique when you use the water. Today, guys, maybe your question is in your main, Leandro, which is the perfect temperature for I prepare coffee at home? Today, no explain, guys, this is a perfect temperature. Why? All you and me live in different cities in this moment, stay in different cities. And our different cities for our altitude and atmosphere pressure, our water boil in different temperature. For this reason, development this step for you understand me and extraction better coffee easy and quickly at home. Number 3, siphon the ground. It's possible you at home use it fine, medium, or coarse. Fine. It's perfect when you prepare coffee in your espresso machine, or when you prepare one strong coffee in your Bialetti or mocha pot or Italian mocha. Or fine is perfect. I use it fine when I use it my Aeropress. Aeropress from invented in United States, mocha pot invented in Napoli, Italy. Or I use it fine when I prepare coffee in my siphon Japanese, from invented in Germany and only manufactured the 2 siphon in Japan. When you use it fine, your extraction is faster and your final flavor is stronger. Similar one espresso or one Americano. Medium ground, guys, is perfect for all pour overs by bigger family of pour over. For example, electric drill machine, your Chemex, one B16 or one Calita wife or Melita. Medium. When you use it medium, my idea at home is you use it 5 minutes in infusion. Only fine. For you, extraction, extract your complex flavor and you're not feeling bitter flavors. And you extract wonderful and better flavors in your coffee. course, perfect when you prepare French press and cold brew. French press, the perfect time in infusion when you use course is between 4 and 6 minutes. 6 minutes is wonderful because extraction one coffee is stronger, and depend your formula is perfect. In cold brew, if you surf on internet or in different websites, and the perfect technique is between 15 and 24 hours. Then guys, in my personal experience, when I prepare cold brew, I prefer 26. Why? When I use a 26 hour in my cold brew, in my experiment, my cold brew is super stronger. It's super sweet when I use these beans, Caturra Arabica beans by Fortuna, and it's not, I not taste acid flavor, and my customer feeling high caffeine. For the reason I use it 26. Guys, more faster is my techniques for you prepare coffee at home. Maybe it's super complex or I don't know for you. Then today I use this technique for prepare one cup and you understand me. Guys, join me. Prepare coffee with me, please. I develop this step super slowly for you follow my step, and you and me drink coffee and same times today. One moment. For you prepare coffee for me, with me, excuse me, today, only necessary Jenna. Hot water, 1 tablespoon. Your favorite method at home. For me, today is this. And coffee grounds, your favorite coffee. Yes, hot water. One moment. Today I grinder. I forget I introduced. Today I prepare coffee in this place. I have different methods for different countries in around in the world. And for this part, I have more method in too much glass because I love it. Serve prepare coffee in glasses and serve in glasses because I love it. Look your color because my crazy is my main is crazy. I think about Rebecca. My experience start when I smell my coffee and when I look your color in my cup. Guys, let's go. One moment I move my coffee. Today, Hugo. Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello.
And Hugo, which is your favorite method when you prepare coffee?
So I'm actually not such a, so much of a coffee person. So this is kind of my entry tasting. So I don't have any preference yet.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Where are you from?
Czech Republic.
Wow, super fun. Arrive your coffee?
Sorry?
At home? Arrive your coffee at home faster?
Like really no preference.
Wow, okay. Maybe no understand me. Okay, guys. Today I have hot water. I put my hot water in my cooler before prepare my coffee. So then I put boiled water in my cooler. I wait 30 seconds for not burn my coffee and extract better flavor. Then guys, when you at home use paper filter, please before start your infusion, clean your paper filter with hot water. Always use it, please, hot water. Why? For you not contaminate your coffee with paper flavor and Chemex flavor, and same time preheat your method and your glass. Or Alison, when you prepare your Chemex and Danny Honan, so same time you preheat your Chemex for you extract more balanced flavors in your coffee. For the reason and clean your paper filter. One moment. For you
Leandro?
remember the temperature in the water? Yes, tell me, Becca.
There is a question here. It says, is there a perfect temperature? Is there like a specific temperature for the water, for the hot water, or just wait 30 seconds after it boils?
Okay, which is my point. I know explain which is a perfect temperature because I know now your altitude or your temperature because for I explain. Then for the reason development this step, boil water and you can wait 30 seconds before prepare your coffee because in this time more or less your water go down between 4 and 6 degrees Celsius. If you know this information, your temperature left 6 degrees Celsius and start your infusion. For example, in Bogotá, Colombia, our water boiled in 19 degrees Celsius. Left 6 degrees, I prepare my espresso in our espresso machine. Left 6 degrees Celsius, we prepare our pour overs. For and 84 degrees Celsius, prepare my coffee. In your country, if your water boil in 100 degrees Celsius, left 6 degrees, please prepare your coffee in 19.6 degrees. Becca, I understand your question.
Yes, that makes sense. So because we're all in different regions, it's hard to say a specific number. So
yes.
a good rule is to just wait those 30 seconds. That's perfect.
Yes, yes. If you use this technique, no import your altitude. You use a perfect temperature for you infusion or extract better flavors in your coffee. Okay, continuous wise. In this moment, developing my formula. I need 24 grams in coffee. I use my scale for when I prepare coffee because it's my job. So, and it's my crazy experience, my perfect relationship coffee with hot water for exploration, perfect flavors for me. If you know how to scale at home, it's possible use 1 tablespoon because 1 tablespoon full, you put 10 grams in coffee more or less, or flat A. Today, guys, I need 3 bigger spoon flat for more or less put 24 grams in coffee and my B16. One moment, I put zeros. Okay. Number 1, flat. Number 2, and number 3. Okay, a little more today. And I put my coffee, medium grounds, and my milk. Okay, 3 tablespoons flat. When you use a 3 tablespoon flat, more or less, you put 24 grams in coffee and your method. So then the water. I start my infusion. Guys, my idea, this is the basic technique. When you infusion your coffee, my idea is you put water in 2 different moments in your coffee or times. Number 1, your name is pre-infusion. Your pre-infusion is very important for you extraction more complex flavor in your coffee. My idea at home, look at me one moment, please, is you can put double quantity in water and your Chemex and your pour overs and your French press is same. Double quantity in water per your quantity in coffee. One moment, I need practice, more or less. You can see? Okay, double quantity in water per your quantity in coffee and start your timer. So guys, if your coffee is fresh, you can wait 1 minute. If your coffee not is fresh, 30 seconds, it's okay. Why? When you use a fresh coffee, it's necessary more time for you burn the gas and developing your perfect blooming. In this step, when you look the bubbles, it's indicator burn the gas in this moment and developing your blooming for you extraction more complex your flavors in your coffee. Then continues. When you infusion your coffee, it's easy. My technique not change because it's wonderful and easy in practice. When you can put your coffee your water, excuse me, in your coffee more near in the top layer and super delicate your line in the water, and slowly your final cut is more smooth, more sweet, natural, no plus, more delicate and aromatic. So guys, more slowly you infusion your coffee in circle or in one position in the medium part is more lost for your coffee. Your final coffee is more delicate and smooth and aromatic and sweet. Or if you put your water in altitude and height, you can put more turbulence. If you look in this moment, my method, you put more turbulence and air and oxygen. When you put more turbulence, Brian, Marine, so your final coffee is more stronger because extraction more flavors. And you can put in same time more air and oxygen, your final cut development more acid flavor in your coffee, natural acid flavor. So which is a perfect technique is your decision. Depends if you enjoy acid flavor or sweet flavors. So then guys, in remember, I talking about sweet and acid. This is natural, no is plus flavors. Our coffee development natural flavors for our quality in air because our air is volcanic air, and for our quality in water is super clean. For our specific process, it's possible you feeling different flavors. So one moment I need finish my infusion. You understand me or you have question about these techniques, guys?
Leandro, we do have a question in the chat. Do you recommend a different ground type for different brewing methods? Like for French press versus a pour over? So like, should French press use finer grounds?
Yes, it's very, it's super important, different grounds for different methods. Um, French press, the perfect is coarse because when you prepare French press, you use at home mineral filter. It's necessary coarse ground for you prepare more clean cut of coffee. It's for the reason. And for the reason, your time in infusion is more time and slowly. So I don't know. I don't remember your question. When you say me fine grounds, one moment I look the chat. Method like French press versus pour over. Okay. It's different in total because when you prepare pour overs, you use it paper filter. Sometimes another people use it metal filter. So when you use it pour overs, it's very important use it medium grounds because depend your hand, depend your final coffee. Because if you infusion slowly, if your coffee is super fine, you infusion and filter your coffee super slow and over expression your flavors and maybe you feeling and taste bitter flavors in your final coffee. And if you use a coarse ground for prepare pour overs, your infusion is super faster and your final flavor is more lighter. For the reason, it's very important you use the perfect grounds. Then, for maybe explain a little more complex, if you not have beans at home, is one example. Only you buy normal, fine, standard grounds. The perfect time for you to filter all method is 3 minutes, no more. And the better techniques is put infusion in 5 times, different moments, and put little water, a little bit and a little bit, and for you not over expression your coffee. I understand me. You understand me? Excuse me.
Yes, makes sense. So for French press, it's more of a finer because the filter is, there's a metal filter. And then for a pour over, it should be more of a medium because you want that water to go down slowly. If it's too fine, then your coffee goes into, then the coffee grounds go into your the bottom part of the pour over. And if they're too coarse or they're they're too big, then the coffee will be a little lighter and it'll be a faster process. Okay.
Okay, and Danny, Homan, medium. I prefer medium for all. Other people use it for Chemex, medium course. I prefer medium. For you, use it one standard, and always at home, you developing one perfect recipe for you.
Even
okay, guys.
a metal filter for the Chemex, same thing.
No problem, same. Because this metallic filter, this brand development this specific metallic filter for Chemex, for medium grounds.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, if you use it fine, it's difficult in metallic filter because your final cut no is clean. For the reason is better medium or medium coarse for you, guys. I final. Look the color, please. And Jenna, look at me one moment. I serve my coffee and one glass of the wine for you. Appreciate your color. Look, your beautiful bubbles in the top. No, it's black. Never. The true color of coffee, guys, never is black. When you look black color in your coffee, it's indicated and no good coffee. Is one takes for you review your coffee before drink your coffee. So why no is good, guys? Wow. And why no is good? When different local roast or bigger roast use a high temperature in the roast machine, burn your beans. For the reason, it's black, it's strong, and it's bitter. And no is possible you smell sweet aromas and taste different complex flavors in your coffee. It's for the reason. And I wait for you final your infusion, and I explain a little very important point for me. Guys, why all times I say for you, bitter no is good, bitter no is good. My idea is you not taste bitter flavor. My point is the next, guys. When I visit one coffee shop and I taste bitter flavor, little bitter, is indicator maybe this coffee is good and your baristas not developing good technique for prepare my coffee. I promise, if you developing good techniques at home, never you taste bitter in this coffee. Never. So, or when I drink coffee in another place, guys, and I taste high bitter, wow, it's indicator of horrible coffee. It's indicator with more respect, please, a garbage. If this coffee is coming from Colombia, if your coffee is Arabica bean, if you taste high bitter in your coffee, I promise, it's indicator a garbage. Why is one residue of coffee? Is by the coffee tree is green beans in dry beans, and these beans not developing good flavor. When you look my video, you look in some one moment yellow beans and red beans. These beans, if you eat these beans, Alison, is super sweet. It's one fruit. It's super sweet. It's one fruit. For this reason, it's possible you taste and smell sweet flavor in one cup of coffee. Guys, cheers for you for this opportunity of explaining this information and meet with you.
Andrew, there are just a couple of questions here. Allison asked, is there a specific grinder that you suggest or that you prefer using for the coffee beans?
Depends. The ceramic, specific grinder. I prefer when my grinder no is metallic in the middle on the grinder. I prefer when this grinder uses ceramics because it's more friendly with our beans. Not with our beans, but all beans in general. No over hot temperatures when developing this process.
Okay, so ceramic coffee grinder. Okay. And then the next question was, how do you feel about Aeropress?
It's wonderful. Then, in my experience, not prepare Aeropress because it's super familiar for me. In my experience face to face, always I use Aeropress. Then Aeropress is wonderful. Your profile cut is sweet. You're feeling good body in your palate. It's possible you use a different formula for you prepare soft, medium, or stronger. And if you use a metallic filter, you feeling and drink more caffeine. So it's wonderful. It's plastic. One moment, if you know, I don't know, some people know now Aeropress. It's plastic method from inventing US. It's fantastic for prepare quickly and good coffee and extraction good quality. My techniques maybe today not have time for prepare one Aeropress. Then for the answer is wonderful method. If you have one Aeropress, it's wonderful. Maybe in the next time I prepare super faster one French press. If you look these techniques, I use it a little similar. Only change one ticks in the final part.
Leandro, the Aeropress is fine grounds.
Fine. I prefer fine because you're feeling strong and sweet and faster extraction. When you use it medium grounds, it's necessary more time and it's more lighter your final flavors.
There's one more.
Leandro, sorry. Okay, I'll ask. I had a question come in. Someone was asking how many beans normally come from one coffee cherry?
How many beans? Excuse me, it's possible to repeat? I know focus when you development your question.
Oh, sure. How many beans usually come from one of the coffee cherries? How does that, the little fruit piece? Is that one bean that comes from that, or how does that work?
I don't know how many beans in one bag of the cherries. I don't know. No, I never I think about this.
Yeah, that's a great question.
How many beans one cherries in the back?
No.
Never.
For each piece of fruit that you take off of the tree, Leandro, how many beans is there? Like, was there just one bean for each fruit, or is there like 6 beans in each fruit?
All beans is one fruit. So all beans is one fruit. Only change your flavor, depend your variety, and depend your specific artisanal and manual process in the farm. Then all is a fruit. Then another beans for another process, maybe no is a fruit, you'll find a flavor, maybe it's more floral.
There's another question that was asked here. How do you feel about decaf coffee?
It's coffee.
It's coffee.
It's coffee. Then one moment, it's coffee. Then never I drink decaf because no it's easy your process because it's necessary before roast these beans in green, developing one process with hot water for extraction the caffeine. So then when I drink some different brands, I know lower your flavor because lower your quality in this specific process. Then I think different wonderful brands developing wonderful decaf. If it's possible, you can find this coffee is wonderful. Then my personal impression when I drink coffee, I not drink coffee for your caffeine. I drink coffee for your flavors. Then it depends your favorite flavors. I no enjoy it. My experience when I drink decaf no is very good. For the reason no enjoy it. Maybe you when taste one decaf is wonderful. It's excellent because it's coffee. Another question, Rebecca?
If anybody wants to raise their hand and ask a question to Leandro directly, can go ahead and do that. And then
Or is possible continuous and prepare this method? Because
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I need prepare. 1 moment, I close my color. Oh, excuse me, it's online. Okay, French press is the most traditional method in around the world. Quickly and easy techniques. Super faster because I need explain my final points for you, my advice for you, by wonderful coffee. So it's really important this point in this experience. Okay, guys. I prepared today 200 milliliters in water because it's our traditional cut in Colombia. So maybe this is your traditional if you are from US. It's super bigger. So 400 milliliters in water. Today only 2 because it's a lot of coffee for me today. And French press, you extraction a lot of caffeine for your long time in infusion and for your merely filter. 1 moment. I'm going to explain. I use it today, number 1. Oh, I have a little, I put all 21 grams in coffee. I put today for prepare one stronger, 200 milliliters in water, 11%. My recipe is for you use it depends your favorite flavors at home. If you need more percent for you feeling more strong coffee, for example, same with me, use it 1 more percent or less percent in coffee for you developing your personal. 200 milliliters. I don't know in onzas, Rebecca. You
don't worry, I Googled it.
No, it's familiar for me onzas.
I Googled it. Don't worry, I got your back.
In Colombia, all is milliliters. Okay. I put my coffee. I forget, guys. The best important step before put your coffee in your method is very important. Excuse me, because I forget today. Preheat your glass. Preheat your glass. Why? For you prepare more balanced cut of coffee. Always, this step is for you extraction better flavors. Then continues. Double quantity in water per your quantity in coffee. Same tips when you prepare pour overs. For you, developing your blooming. If your coffee is fresh, you can wait 1 minute. If not is fresh, 30 seconds. In this method, same in Aeropress, take 1 spoon and mix your coffee. Why? It's necessary you humid in total all coffee ground with hot water for development your perfect bloom and extraction more flavors in your final coffee. Then continues Centix near of the coffee and delicate line of the water. Your final coffee is more sweet and delicate and aromatics, or in height. 1 moment, my can for you look. And height, your final coffee is more stronger because you put more turbulence and extraction more flavors and it's a little more acid. Guys, always, when you prepare coffee in French press, your final coffee is more sweet between 1 pour over. 1 pour over is a little more acid because when you prepare pour overs for this, for example, in this system, for these components into the method or for your degrees, for your forms, or in your Chemex, for example, for this natural, your method development oxygen in your coffee and extraction more acid flavored natural. When you prepare French press, no is possible in this part. Only depends your technique. For this reason, always is more sweet and development is so good body and is more stronger. Guys, when you wait your perfect time before press your filter, look at me. It's necessary take 1 metallic component or 1 tablespoon and mix the top layer, only the top. super slowly. Why? I don't know if it's your experience. When you prepare coffee, when you filter your method, sometimes moments you feeling pressure is super stronger. If you use these techniques, this step, your final coffee is super easy. You filter your coffee, and your final coffee is more clean. One moment for you appreciate. One moment I put. Look, please at me. One moment. My small finger. I press the filter. Super easy. Why? When you look in the top layer, foam and grounds and cream have too much hot vapors. This hot vapor development pressure. When you move and mix the top layer, all hot vapors rise and your grounds in the top go down. For this reason, it's more easy and faster. You extraction your coffee. And I serve for you, look the color. Again, no is black. And I serve my coffee, and it's indicator, guys, you development good job at home. When you look your filter, it's super clean. Yes, it's indicator your final coffee is super clean and is more easy you drink. I taste, wow, it's super, wow, super sweet, and I taste a little chocolate. Oh, too much chocolate today is one surprise because no is familiar in these coffee beans. Guys, excuse me, again, I move my hand. This is the technique for prepare coffee. Maybe today I use too much time for explain this information because it's really important. If you bake good coffee and extraction and development good job, always your coffee is wonderful. Your coffee talking about with you about your flavors when you taste. So guys, if today no answer all questions, if you need more questions, for me it's a pleasure. Send for you one email if you send your question in our chat. So maybe tomorrow, today, I don't have time. Okay. Then guys, how is the coffee? I don't know. How is the coffee? Maybe Maria Villano, how is the coffee?
Delicious. Thank you so much.
No, thank you too. What method, one bag you prepared today?
I actually tried the La Fortuna as well. It's a little bit darker, but the aroma in the bag was much stronger, fragrant. I think I might have prepared the first coffee incorrectly because I jumped the gun. So that could be a factor in my preference for the second one. But I love both. Thank you so much.
No, thank you a lot. Cherry, what is your favorite coffee?
I like the La Fortuna. So I ordered from you before Christmas, and I gave coffee to a lot of my friends and all my family, and we love your coffee so much. So I just want to thank you. It was so fun to see your program earlier last year, and I'm happy to see you again. And I can't recommend your coffee enough. And it's very easy to order, everyone, online. That's my plug.
Thank you so much. Thank you a lot. I don't know, Alison, Aldris, thank you so much, Cherry. I appreciate. Alison, how is the coffee? You taste today with me, yes? You prepare?
I did. This was the first time I've ever used this because, like I said, I just got it this week. I grew up with my parents owning one, and I had no idea how delicious it was. Your coffee was absolutely wonderful. Learning the technique was really important because I made 2 cups just now. The first one and the second one. The second one was even better, but the coffee tastes beautiful and rich and deep and yet smooth. It's just wonderful.
Thank you a lot for your answer for with you. Susan, yes,
So what do you like to eat with your coffee in Colombia?
In Colombia, in Bogotá, or in this moment only online.
Was there a favorite pastry or something that you'll eat with your coffee?
The favorite, excuse me?
Do you have a favorite pastry or something that you eat with your coffee?
The favorite, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Susan. It's not easy answer because it's different. In Bogotá, in Bogotá no es easy. In Bogotá no es easy. No es easy. You can find good beans.
Leandro, I think she means like, is there a favorite like bread, a sweet bread? You know, my parents are Guatemalan and we eat con pan all the time. So is that something that you like to do?
Again, no es easy because I prefer single, for I feel in the true flavor. Then if you enjoy chocolate, chocolate bread and chocolate cake is good. Then I prefer single, my personal, because not all people enjoy same. For example, if you question for my wife, I put sugar cane and other components and use it meat and different bread for drink your coffee. I only drink single because for me it's a religious. I compare coffee with wine and I feel in your flavors always. And I think about I take this flavor and I take this flavor and change. And for this reason, in this moment, I invite when you prepare this coffee at home, development one experiment. It's more one day is possible. This coffee development different flavors because it's more one day your coffee change the flavors because your gas into the beans comes out and it's possible you feeling another. This for the reason. So guys, I need explain one really important part. Please wait one moment because I have it's a tiny. Maybe you have another minute. Wait one moment. When you make good coffee, it's necessary for easy you review again for easy points at home for you make good coffee. No import if you make coffee in Asian, African, South America, Central America. So number one, development one small question about which is your quality or your score in your coffee, because it's international language in coffee. In around the world, all coffee is a specialty for your quality. One professional a copying coffee development one score. This score so is between 0 to 100 points. After 80 points is a specialty and good. After 85 points is a specialty and good and excellent. And after 19 points is wonderful coffee, outstanding coffee. In US, it's possible you buy or in internet or in one store or coffee shop or local roast, buy good coffee between 84 and 86. Never brand, put your points, your score in your back. For this reason, it's very important you development this question. Which is your quality and your score? I've done all, no import. When you buy a specialty coffee, for answer, coffee from Asian, African, South America, Central America is wonderful. All in chain different flavor for your process, for your quality in air and water, and your specific process. Please, buy a specialty coffee. You enjoy it wonderful. No import your origin. All is the best. Okay, continues. Development one small question for your quality. Number two, look in your back information about single origin. Coffee is single origin when you look for easy points, basic points in your back. One name of the country, one name by one region or state, one name of the one city, and the most important points, one name by one farm. When you buy a specialty coffee, is one new experience at home because your coffee comes from directly for one farm for your home. You look in your back name of the coffee producer, name of the varieties, name of the height, and the specific process. So if you look this back at home, you look name for your back, Colombia, Pitalito City, Huila region, name of the front, La Esperanza, name of the coffee producer, and name of variety. All local roasts in your countries put this information when you visit good place, local roasting, specialty coffee. When you look information about variety, so variety is similar of the wine. Is one different variety, your coffee change a little flavor. For example, to have at home in this moment 3 different variety. And this is Caturra. Your natural sweet is similar sugar cane, caramel, a little chocolate, and is floral. Pink Bourbon is similar like a cherries and red fruits. And La Esperanza is Castillo Tambo. For your variety, your flavor is similar yellow fruit, is honey, and is super sweet. Is Arabica beans. Is common from Pitalito, Huila, same place, same area. Your flavor is different for your variety and for your process. I invite when you buy other coffee, taste and development this experiment. Number 3, Jenna, always look information about profile cut in your coffee or flavors. All brands put different flavor in your bag. No, it's a professional text, only your personal experience when you buy coffee, for you buy your favorite coffee, or is more one days you drink good coffee, you develop more expertise for review your coffee. The number 4 points is the most important points when you buy coffee and for your quality. Low quality, medium or high. So always please look information about packing day or roast day. For always you buy fresh coffee and use your coffee at home 2 months after roast is the better. Wonderful is 1. It's okay 2. Why? So Jenny, when you visit one coffee shop, these guys only use your beans 1 month, no more. Good place. For this reason, your coffee is wonderful. Why? Because it's the better, it's the best coffee. One quickly example. If you look this back, imagine please one cure in your life. Number 1 days, I wrote these beans, your beans. Development, your profile card is good coffee or no good coffee, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. Is more 1 days in your life. These beans development more so good flavors. Is more 1 days, your gas into the bean comes out. The better coffee for you prepare at home is between 15 and 35 days. And this part in your cure in your life. For this reason, one coffee shop, good place, only uses 1 beans, 1 month, your beans. More days, go down, go down, go down, go down, and I close this cure in 2 months. Final cut, good quality, same quality, and my first cut. And the medium part, you drink and enjoy the better coffee. So guys, when you buy specialty coffee, it's a little more expensive. If you buy this coffee in this moment, it's excellent, it's wonderful. If you buy this bag in more 5 months, you lose your money because lose your characteristic. No, it's a specialty coffee, maybe it's one standard coffee. For this reason, it's very important you buy fresh coffee. No, it's similar. This flavor in this moment, and these beans in 5 more months. In more months is diet, it's flat, it's regular, it's horrible. In this moment is delicious. So for this reason, my idea is look information about packing day or roast day and use your beans 2 months after roast. I look if you use a good process for you store your coffee, it's possible use it maybe one more month, no more. Maybe put your coffee in 5 degrees Celsius because when you put your coffee beans in high temperature, your gas into the beans comes out super faster and loses your characteristic. If you put your coffee, you stored your coffee beans in low temperature, your coffee beans, your gas into the beans comes out super slowly, and it's possible you use it more time your coffee and good quality. It's
Thank
good
you.
advantage for you. Okay, Jenna.
Thank you. We have one question I want to end on. Allison's asking, what's the best way to store the unused beans?
Excuse me?
What do you recommend for keeping them fresh?
And for the store the perfect depends your temperature. The normal temperature, for example, between 8 and 15 degrees Celsius, I put in my kitchen and I store it super good. Another customer put your beans in your freezer or in your fridge, depends. So if you have temperature 5 degrees all time, is better. I put the beans in one container because in the freezer is humid your coffee beans and the humid extraction the flavors and looser characteristics. Please open one container, put the beans, put papers or newspapers and close and put in the low temperature and it's possible store it long time. Jenna.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And I want to thank you for your time and everyone else joining us. I know we're a little bit over, so thank you everyone for staying. I just want to remind you, if you are active on Instagram, to tag at Claremont McKenna College or at CMC Alumni and Families. And we would love to see your photos from the tasting, what you're brewing, what your mug looks like. Also, we would love to do a quick Zoom screen capture. So if you want to get your video on, hold up your mug, we can take a group photo. So thanks again for being here, everyone. All right. Thank you. Okay, let me get my sipping tool. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Cheese. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Feel free to unmute. You can say goodbye, and we'll see you. We'll see you next time. Keep your eyes peeled for more events in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Leandro.
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.